darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Hello to you. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who are returning for another weekly, thank you again for coming back and for joining me for another weekly message. And for those who are my subscribers, I cannot thank you enough for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. If you would like a personal reading with me, all of that information is in the description box below. I wish you all a beautiful, transformational, empowering week. And I send you so much love and many, many blessings. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly reading. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing super duper. Yeah, that's a cheesy word, but I don't care. All right. I also send you much love and many blessings for this week and the weekend ahead, as I usually do. If you've never been here before, Scorpio, what we're going to do is we're going to see what your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on, and what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about. If you want to align yourself and receive the many blessings and miracles God has waiting for you. Stick around to the end so you can see what other guidance Spirit has for you with regards to how to navigate these energies. What the new moon in Aquarius is bringing you, which happens on either January 31st or February 1st, depending on where you live. And we're going to see what your love energies look like. All right. Let's see what your overall theme is for this week. A lot of people are having to cut cords and clear, cancel, and release, guys. You have three themes. All right. Clear, cancel, and release. Let go of any unwanted energy, negative energy that is, and protect your energies too. This is something along the lines of if you're dealing with people who are kind of low vibrational, they're not supporting you, they're not cheering you on, they're criticizing you, they're undermining you, they're undervaluing you, whatever this is, it's time to, cancel them, right? And there's this whole cancel culture, right? Which I really don't like. I think it's just weird, but that's me, okay? I'm a weird person, but then again, I don't really care. That's who I am, but the whole cancel culture just seems kind of funny to me. So maybe this is what this has to do with, okay? And every time I've seen this card, I've never read about the cancel culture, so maybe there's a reason for that because it's resonating with you guys. I don't know. And remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else who's watching this, but be honest with yourself, okay? Keep your unhealthy ego in check. Dishonesty is going to bring more dishonesty and crap into your life. That's just how it works, to include relationships, all right? So it's time to release any any unwanted energy. Be careful with energy vampires. I think that's what they're called. Something like that. I said it in Cancer's reading too, and I think I kind of flipped the words here. Make sure that you are not getting distracted with things that are going to lower your vibration. Let's say, because I know I've been picking up on for some people, too much social media, getting caught up in that, focusing on what everybody's doing, saying it's causing you to have anxiety and stress, or it's causing you to be angry and belligerent, whatever this is. And it's different for everybody, okay? So if somebody here is doing that, you probably have to stop doing that, right? Clear your, I heard clear your cache. Okay, maybe somebody literally has to clear their cache. Maybe even decluttering your house. Maybe you got a lot of stuff in your house you have to give away, you have to donate. Because when you have a lot of that in your house, Scorpio, that actually it hinders, it kind of makes the energy stagnant and kind of stale. And if it's dealing with things from your past, that's still lingering around, okay? So if you want new things to come in, or better, clearer energies to come in, more positive energies, some of you are literally going to have to declutter your house. Okay, this is also about clearing your energies too, taking a sea salt bath, doing walks in nature, eating more clean food, drinking more water, or drinking more tea, or whatever it is that floats your boat. Um, a lot of stuff needs to be released here, okay? And it seems to be a theme for the water signs for this week. So start getting to the habit of letting go of these things. Maybe you need to do some meditation more. It's kind of like Four Swords energy, Temperance card, the Hangman, the Hermit. Really going within, getting to center to clear your mind, because apparently I'm sensing a lot of negative energy is surrounding you, and it's going through you, and it's affecting your decisions. It's affecting you making healthy choices, like the Lover's card. You got to make healthy choices that are in alignment with your highest good. It's affecting your well-being for some of you. Some of you might actually physically be ill, and it's because there are these toxins that need to be purged out from you. Okay, again, this is for some people, not for all. Power and intention. Some of you have to understand that you do have more power than you realize to create the life that you want. This is also understanding that, you are God within, which means you do have that power within you that comes from God to follow your dreams and to fulfill your heart's desires. But of course, it's going to require you to do some action work, right? Can't get something for nothing. In order to get something you've never had, you're going to have to do something you've never done. And for some of you, you're going to have to understand that you do have that power within you. And you also have the power to cut cords with people and to stop repeating the same type of poor habits, patterns. You have the power to walk away from unhealthy relationships, jobs, situations. You pretty much have the power to do everything here, Scorpio. So understand that about yourself, and don't think that, somebody else other than God has power over you, because they don't. All right? You're responsible for your well-being and your happiness, but you also, again, have to understand that you have more power than you think you do to walk away and to push out what doesn't serve you, what you know is unpleasant, what you know you don't want in your energetic space or whatever this is. Okay? Understand that you have to align your intentions with your highest good, but that also includes making the healthy choices for your highest good, right? If you want to better your health, you can't be, or it's not advisable for you to like be drinking alcohol every day and getting like fast food or something like that, when maybe your doctor told you not to, or that's either increasing your weight or it's causing you to feel a little mopey, because sometimes certain foods, if we're not eating clean foods, it lowers our vibration and we feel icky, right? It's like we don't feel like ourselves. So set those intentions and start working towards building something better for yourself with regards to, again, releasing things that don't serve you, that are not healthy, and start aligning yourself with those things that are going to make you more healthy, that are going to raise your vibration. This is also about you really connecting more with your higher self, connecting more to your God, your archangels, your ancestors, getting the guidance needed from them, and having them help you make the right choices, the healthier choices. And if there are things that we're asking for, if there are prayers that you send out to the universe, if there are intentions that you've been setting and you don't see anything happening yet, some of you might be still holding attachments to that, like the outcomes or when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen. So trust that everything happens in divine timing, Scorpio, and trust that everything is working out for your highest good. Because when we set these intentions out, when we want things to manifest, sometimes it takes a long time for those things to happen, and a lot of stuff has to go behind the scenes in order for those things to come to fruition, for them to come into the physical. All right, so put a lot of power and conviction in what it is you want to manifest in your intention setting. But when you release them to the universe, to God, just let it go. and get excited about how the universe, how God is conspiring to make these things happen for you. And sometimes God wants to shock and awe people, because usually he wants us to see that something that we had been asking for, we're manifesting, is coming in a way, well, that he wants us to see it in a way that we didn't expect. Okay, that's the shock and awe of it all. So, if you're not setting your intentions, start talking to God and having that conversation and communicating clearly with God what it is that you want in life. And more importantly, asking God on how to get there. Okay. Joy and contentment. All right. In order for you to have more joy and happiness and bliss in your life, you're going to have to let go of things that are not in alignment with it. All right. And when you are working towards being in alignment with that, just let the universe do its thing. Let God do his thing, so that whatever it is that you're trying to align with, or whatever it is you're trying to bring in, know that it's coming, but just, give it to God, and don't get so caught up in the outcome and the expectations. Okay, release the attachment to those things. So this is about, raising your vibration and clearing out all this stuff that I channeled. It's going to help elevate your vibration, where you're going to feel more happiness in your life. Okay. Know that this is possible, but in order to gain something, you have to lose something, right? So we also talked about decluttering. Okay. Sometimes with having a lot of stuff in your house, and that happened to me a while ago, it was making me bogged down, and I would get like really sad about it, then still I'd feel guilty, and then overwhelmed and stressed out. We don't want to do that, right? Because so somebody here, you need to declutter your house, and you're saying, I can't keep up with all this stuff, but it's probably because you don't need all that stuff, right? Doing that is going to bring more joy. And it's funny because now I'm remembering the book that my sister suggested with Marie Kondo, and it had the word joy in it. And I don't remember, maybe some of you know what this book is, but if you don't know who Marie Kondo is, I actually started working with her techniques, and wow, did that really change my life. And that's kind of what happened at the beginning of my awakening phase. And my vibration shot up when I really let go of a lot of material things, to include people too, and all these other things. It was quite amazing. So maybe that might be helpful for you. But Spirit wants you to know that you can have more happiness in your life. But again, you have to let go of some things that are not for your highest good in order for this energy to come in. And with raising your vibration, you're going to start to see a change in things. And maybe you're expecting, well, if I do this and that, then that should make me happier. And maybe you've done it and you're saying, okay, well, how come I don't feel any happier? Why isn't this type of energy filling up my life more? It may be because what you did was supposed to teach you a lesson to help you to level up for the next best thing, for what God actually has for you. All right. Maybe this is also talking about how you have to be more in the present moment. And again, not worrying so much about the future and how something's gonna happen, or what the outcome's gonna look like. Everything is according to divine will. All right. When we set intentions and we're not seeing that happen in the physical, or it's coming in a way differently than we expected, it's because the tension you set was to help you with regards to learning a particular lesson about that thing. And it helps you to see things from a different perspective, like the hangman, where you start working towards what it is that God wants you to actually have. Okay. Also remember to be grateful for what you have and not what you don't have. Because when you focus on lack, it attracts more lack. So don't give up hope. Don't lose faith. Continue to remove those low vibrational energies. All right. so that you can get more in alignment with things that are more high vibrational. Things are going to be changing. All right. But things are only going to change if you do the work. Be the change you wish to see. So if you really want to feel less drained and overwhelmed and overworked and stressed out, I'm seeing 10 of Wands and 9 of Swords and 8 of Swords and all these, stressing out cards. 9 of Wands in the reverse. Know that you have the ability to clear all that, right? That's why we have the clear, cancel, release card. Let go of all those things. Do what makes you happy. Do what lights you up. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, what makes you ultimately fulfilled. And start to feel that overflow of feeling a lot more happy and a lot more joy, okay? And know that once you get into the habit of doing these things, when you continue to clear and purge and clear and purge, you're going to feel more of this. It's kind of like I'm hearing less is more. That's what I'm hearing. Bottom of the deck is the sacred plan, as I was talking about. All things happen according to God's will. We tend to begin at the beginning of, usually in life, we want things to happen a certain way, our way. And we try to make all these things work and we follow our internal guidance. And it's like, okay, I follow my guidance, but it's not how I thought it was going to be. And you wish for something and something did happen, but it happened in a way that you didn't expect. But again, that's what I said. It was to happen that way to get you to learn another lesson, to help you to prepare for what's really coming down the pike. Because as I say, God always has something bigger planned for us than what we are planning for ourselves. And this is all about, the intentions that are set for your highest good here. And whatever we set out there, as I said, it's not going to unfold the way that we thought. It's going to unfold in the way God wants them to unfold. Whatever's going to be best for us. And I know I've been experiencing this with intention setting when I learned how to do this. And it's like, okay, I set this intention. I had things manifest, but some of the other things were like, okay, this was something manageable. And I was given the guidance to work towards that. But why hasn't it happened? And then I started to realize, oh, well, you must have something better for me. It's kind of like, Scorpio, if you have been working towards something and you're doing something similar to everybody else, and you start realizing that you're not as successful as those people who are doing something very similar to you, and you're wondering what the heck, and maybe you set those intentions out, maybe you were working towards that plan, and you made a plan, you laid everything out, and you were like, okay, cool. I'm doing this, and okay, this should manifest, or this should happen, and it's not happening. And other people maybe gave you a little bit of advice. Oh, try this and do that, and this should work out. This will manifest, and it's not. But other people are doing it, and they seem to be kind of getting their manifestations, or they seem to be, like I said, more successful. And you're looking at this like, what the F? What is going on? It's because God has something greater for you. Okay? So that's for somebody here. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else, but keep your unhealthy ego in check. All right? Dishonesty is not going to get anybody anywhere. So if that's happening with you, Scorpio, there are brighter days coming. Okay? But you got to keep purging out those things that are low vibrational. Okay? They're going to affect your vibration. Your high vibration, that is. And whatever it is that you're thinking is going to work out, it's not working out in that way because God is having it work out in a different way. That is more for your personal growth and for your highest good. But know that you are on the right path. Okay? The perfect plan is unfolding. You are on the right path. It just doesn't seem like it is because you are expecting something, or expecting it to look a certain way. But either way, God is always going to lead the way. You're always going to be protected. All right. So don't worry about tomorrow. Just be in the present moment. Everything's unfolding. It's just that we don't have to see it all. We don't. That's why I said the shock and awe is like the Tower card. God wants us to be surprised and be like, holy cow, I had no idea that this is what you really had planned for me. God always knows what's best for us. Our 3D selves get in the way. We don't really have that type of vision that God does. God sees everything. We don't see everything as much as we want to, but God doesn't want us to have that ability, because it's more about then we will never learn, we'll never grow. Let's see what it is you need to focus on for this week. What does Scorpio need to focus on for this week? Spirit guides and angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, wow. Look at this. I said Ace of Cups. I think I did. Yeah, I said Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. See the Star card and the Ace of Cups. This is about finding your ultimate fulfillment in your life's mission, your life's purpose. This could even be about healing, right? Because with the clear, cancel, and release and stuff like that, setting those intentions, it's like, what's for your highest good? What is going to be more in alignment with your purpose here? And healing is going to lead you to that. Because part of that plan, especially with what we want to manifest, we have to be in alignment with that. In order to be in alignment with that, we have to heal first. So that when we are ready vibrationally, then God's like, okay, Scorpio's in vibrational alignment. Let's start working our magic to bring in what Scorpio's intentions are, what Scorpio's heart's desires are, but in a way that is going to be surprising to them, in a way that they wouldn't expect, okay? So, yeah, a lot of this is going to deal with you finding the ultimate fulfillment with regards to what your Dharma is. Finding the ultimate fulfillment, renewal, and rejuvenation to clear out all of that stuff that is not for your highest good, so that you could be elevated to the highest frequency of all, which is agape love, which is unconditional love. It's the violet flame frequency. When you get to this, your dreams, your wishes come true. All right. God's going to be handing you something completely new that is going to make you really joyful and blissful here. So start taking action towards this. And whatever it is that your intuition is telling you to follow through with, whatever it is that you want to do for your life's purpose, whatever your calling is, go after it without fear. If you know what you want, Scorpio, you got to go after it. Nobody's going to go after it for you. Nobody's going to do the healing for you. Nobody's going to get you into alignment with your higher purpose. It's all you. But you can't give in to any fear when you're going after this. This is also for some of you guys to have more faith in what it is, what your abilities are. And have more faith that this blessing that God is giving you, you may be given an opportunity here that is beyond your wildest dreams. And you're going to be like, wait a minute. Am I really getting this opportunity? This could be the thing that's going to, turn your life around. And it has to do with your life's purpose. So if you feel all lighthearted and excited about it, it's joyous and blissful when this opportunity comes in, Scorpio, they want you to take it. Take that risk. Because what I'm hearing is this opportunity won't be presented to you again, because this is coming from the hand of God, all right? This is God appearing out of nowhere. Hey, Scorpio, I have this cup for you. Have faith in what this is that God is presenting to you is for your highest good. These are high vibrational cards. These are beautiful cards right here. And there's Aquarius here. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarius or you have Aquarius energy. I mean, you have Aquarius placements. I'm hearing Moon in Aquarius or Aquarius rising. That's what I just heard. But either way, Scorpio, you are destined for great things. You know there is something that you absolutely love to do. You put your heart, soul, blood, sweat, tears into it. And it really fills you up. It fills your cup. It fills you with the joy and contentment that you want to have all the time. Keep doing that and continue to let go of those things that you thought were making you happy, kind of like 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups energy, and just leave that behind. Start having a more fulfilling, renewing, rejuvenating life here. This is really a lot about renewal, rejuvenation here, purification, inspiration, all the Asians. Okay? Do what makes you fulfilled. That makes you feel at peace. It's kind of like, there's water energy here too. This is the water bearer. You know, this is air energy. You're very brilliant at something. Maybe with the Aquarius energy, you're very innovative. You create things that other people don't create. And maybe some of you are starting to realize, yeah, you know what? I can do this. It's a bit different from other people, but it makes me feel Ace of Cups. It makes me feel proud of myself. Like, I love what I'm doing. Keep doing more of that, Scorpio. The more you do that, the more you're going to see miracles happen in your life, the Star card, and the more you're going to have your dreams, wishes come true. But again, you have to be in alignment with it. That's why doing things of a creative nature, when it raises our vibration, it starts to attract a lot of these amazing things into our life. Now, the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. See what I was talking about? Being fearless, okay? Take the risk. You know this is bringing you ultimate fulfillment. You're starting to realize this is your destiny here with the Star card. You got to go after it. You have to continue to feel inspired by what it is that you do. And again, with creativity here, you're very creative with something. You want something so bad, Scorpio. You have to go after it without fear. Be confident in your abilities. Have that courage to just take that leap of faith. Just take that risk and not worry about what's happening in the future, which is why I was talking about being in the present moment. Get excited about it. There's like a new adventure. Some of you, this might even have to deal with actually traveling for work, or you're moving somewhere and you're finally doing it. Because I think I got that for some of you where somebody needed to relocate or move to a different city or state or something like that. So if you're getting inspired by some place here, or you frequented a place before and it gave you this type of energy, you felt that peace. It's like, I need a fresh start. I need something new. I need something that's more harmonious, something that's more, again, it's like a renewal here. I need to do something different. And There's a place here that you really love, and your guides, your angels, your gut has been telling you to go there, then go there. I'm hearing, if you're debating on this, if this is, you're resonating with this, Scorpio, with regards to actually relocating or moving, whether it's for work or for personal reasons, that the stars are aligned perfectly for you now to do that, is what I just heard. Okay? And for those of you who aren't moving, this is about just going for it. Take a chance, take the risk, and take action on it. You know you want this, but again, it's not just going to magically appear. You have to take action. You have to do something. Nice. I like that. All right, Scorpio, let's see what you need to avoid. Thank you, Spirit. It's another major arcana. Now we have Leo here. Okay? Either you're dealing with a Leo, or you have Leo in your chart, or they have Leo in their chart. Some placement here. All right. Fire energy. We've got air, fire, and water. And earth. Look at that. We have all the elements so far. 3 Pentacles. All right. I talked about confidence, right? Have that confidence. Don't doubt yourself. This, in this position, is lack of self-confidence and not believing in yourself, okay? So you have to understand, again, with the power and intention, you are stronger than you think you are. You're more powerful than you think you are to accomplish this, Scorpio. You have to believe that about yourself. You have unlimited potential with that infinity symbol there. This is also about having compassion for yourself and for others. And, you know, realizing that you don't necessarily have to be so aggressive to get what you want, Scorpio. It's like this taming of the beast here, right? It's like for some of you, you may have this like lion energy. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm going after this, bold and brave, but there's a little bit of aggression here. And Spirit is calling for you to kind of tame that a little bit. It's just like, well, hold on a little bit, hold your horses or whatever. You can go after what it is, what you want, but you don't have to be so impulsive and so brash and so aggressive with it, okay? You could find that balance. But again, there's something here where some of you really are going to muster up that confidence here. That's why for the focus, the bottom of the deck was the Knight of Wands. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your abilities, Scorpio. You're so inspired by something, like there's something you love to do, you go do it. Don't worry about what anybody else is going to say. Maybe you have people surrounding you who are criticizing you or saying, you're going to do what, Scorpio? Are you serious? Like, why don't you just stay doing this? And I think at one of the other readings, there was something about something of a ancestral pattern or family legacy, or your parents or somebody in the family wanted you to either carry on the family business or follow in their footsteps type of thing. That's for somebody here at least. But now you're starting to realize, I don't have to do that because it doesn't light me up. I want to go after what I want to do. And we all have that right, Scorpio. Nobody can tell us, you know, who we're supposed to be. You can get guidance on how to get there and how to clear stuff out, everything kind of like what you see in these types of readings. But I can't tell you to be, you should be a doctor, Scorpio, when you really want to be owning some sort of company where there's digital art involved or something like that, graphics or something. I can't do that, right? That's silly. So if you're dealing with people who are like that, who are saying you shouldn't be doing that, or what are you doing? How are you going to make money with it? Don't listen to those people. That's for somebody here. I don't know where that's coming from. That's for somebody. Okay. Don't clear those people out. Even if it's a family member, and yeah, that's tough. And even if it's like a parent, just don't let them get to you, and maybe not share so much, okay? It's happened to me with my parents, you know. I don't have to share everything. But it's like you have the right to kind of like say what you want and kind of withhold stuff, but it's your prerogative, right? But if you withhold too much, that's not going to be a good thing either. You say too much, that's not going to be a good thing either. So there's something here, Scorpio, with regards to you believing in your power, believing that you can do whatever it is that you're really wanting to do. It's your Ace of Cups, Scorpio. It's your fulfillment. Nobody else is going to give you the Ace of Cups but God, and no one is going to actually achieve that or grab a hold of that except for you. So it's really time for you to start believing in your abilities and don't doubt anymore, because I picked up on that for some of you where you guys were really doubting things about yourself, probably because of the conditioning, right? Based on what society was saying. You got to boost your self-esteem. You know, and if there's some sort of vulnerability to you, if you're afraid of actually just owning up to who you are, or you know, just telling people exactly how you feel, like being vulnerable, that's not a sign of weakness. Being sensitive is not a sign of weakness either. You have to, it's part of who we are. And if people say that about you, or they look at you like that, that's another indication that you need to let go of those people. Yeah, some of you guys need to, you need to let go of individuals who are lowering your self-esteem or affecting your vibration, okay? So bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles, like I talked about. Collaboration, teamwork. Maybe this has to do with, maybe you like to do things on your own, and maybe it's time for you to start working with somebody, either with your healing or working with somebody on a project or something that you want to create. Okay, maybe some of you have this thing with I like to do things on my own because I'm afraid of what people are going to do, or if they're going to do it wrong. I do it this way and it should be done that way. If everything should be done one way, Scorpio, we wouldn't have the technology that we have now. The Tesla cars wouldn't exist, you know. Starbucks wouldn't exist. You see what I'm saying, right? That's why when we start collaborating with others and we get ideas and things like that, that are in alignment with our highest good, that are for our betterment, then it's a good idea to kind of work with those people, or kind of observe them for a little bit and see how they do things, and then you get inspired to build off of that or create even something better, something along those lines. We're all here to give each other something to go by, to give each other some sort of skill or some sort of information or technique that we can say, oh, you know what, I could do that too, but let me try it this way, right? It's how it works. We create more things that are masterful when we do that. So this could also be where you might feel lack of motivation. It's kind of like you got to get the fire going, and you just need to find some sort of inspiration, right, to get you going to working with this. You have the ability to build something masterful. This could also be reminding you to do what you love and start building towards that, to build this empire or that business or whatever it is that you want to do, Scorpio. Start getting something going. This may even deal with, maybe your lack of motivation deals with the fact that you have low self-esteem. The lack of self-confidence is actually causing you to be unmotivated and disinterested in something. Don't let that get to you. You know what it is that lights you up, that makes you really happy, whatever that talent is, okay? Again, doing what you love, that's what this card is about. keep working towards that, and you'll get better and better at it. And even, you know, you don't want to rush things, and you want things to complete really quickly, but you got to have some sort of patience here, Scorpio, to build towards that. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say, right? So, make sure that you stay committed to the task at hand. And if you're, and you know, boost that confidence, right? It's causing you to not get motivated to do this work. But you have to believe in yourself again. And maybe there's something else that inspires you, whether it's another person or music or I don't know what, being outside. Maybe you need to do your work outside. That's for somebody, something like that. Maybe you need to work with somebody who's like a best friend or somebody who you gel with, and it's like, you know, well, let me go see if I can work with this person and see what comes up. There's nothing wrong with collaboration. Work with like-minded people. People who see your core value, who are aligned with your core values and your vision. It's kind of like the two of not the Two of Cups. Could be, yeah, Two of Cups with like-minded people. It's the Lover's card even. Right? Having these partnerships, or even Two of Wands. Okay. So also, don't let other third-party things interfere with your mission work, with your creativity, with what it is you want to build. That includes overindulging in something, doing too much, getting distracted with social media, or putting things in the back burner, or trying to keep putting things off when you know you should be working towards something. It could even be people, as I said, people who are going to criticize what you're doing, who are not going to be on your team, in your corner, are going to back you up. All right. Don't let these people make you lose motivation or lose your interest in what it is you want to build. For some of you, that's what needs to fall away. You got to release those people, cut those people out, because they're affecting your abundance essentially. If you're being called to build something, or you have this wonderful idea and God gave this to you, again with the Ace of Cups, this blessing here, don't let anybody take that from you. And if they don't believe in you, if they don't believe in what you're doing, then you have to let those people go. I had that happen to me a lot. A lot. It was kind of sad, but you know what? I feel way better because of it, because now I'm like really fully doing my thing, and I don't have anybody who's kind of like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" I mean, my parents kind of do that every now and again, but I still love my parents, right? So even if it is your parents, don't let your parents deter you from what your mission is, okay? God has told you what your mission is. Continue to follow that, or to get going on it, okay? Let's see why the Star card and the Ace of Cups are here. And we have two major arcana here, Scorpio. Major life things going on for you. All right. Why are the Star card and the Ace of Cups here? And yeah, for quite a few of you, this does have to deal with healing, because this is also recovery. Recovery from an illness, perhaps, or just recovery from not always following your heart, maybe. Or healing from, you know, ancestral patterns or things that happened in your childhood that kept you from doing what you wanted to do. There's a lot with that, okay? Star card and Ace of Cups. There it is. The Nine of Swords, Scorpio. Okay. You really have to have a lot more faith and start working on healing this. All right. Stress, hopelessness, despair, monkey mind. You can't sleep at night. Somebody here is having trouble sleeping because you're really stressed about something. Could be stressed about following your calling, doing something completely new, of following what ultimately fulfills you, right? That sacred plan. God has a plan for you, Scorpio, and you're being given the signs and synchronicities towards that. You got to follow that. Don't get all worried about the future or what's going to happen or what's not going to happen. Be in the present moment, Scorpio. There's no need to be in this. Honestly, Scorpio, we cause ourselves to be in Nine of Swords energy. Got to have a lot more faith. I talked about that. This is about faith and hope with the Star card. Having more faith and hope is really going to clear away these Nine of Swords energies. Okay? We don't need to be all up in this. It's not necessary. Some of you really have to do some serious self-care routines and do some healing, chakra healing, ancestral pattern healing, relationship healing. I actually offer all of those services on my website to clear this stuff out. Some of you guys really need to do a lot of that. You got to be more in a state of peace. And especially if you're not sleeping well, Capricorn. Oh my gosh. There must be a reason why I said that. Maybe the devil card is going to show up or something, or you're dealing with a Capricorn. Or some Capricorn is affecting you. Maybe that's why I said it. You may be picking up on energies from somebody and it's causing you to stress out or worried. You're worried about somebody or something. There's Aquarius here too. Maybe you're worried about a Capricorn and an Aquarius? I don't know, Scorpio. That just came out of nowhere. All right. I say what they want me to say. But it looks like it could very well be where you guys are worried about doing your mission work or something. You're losing faith, you're losing hope, or you're picking up on other people's energies. Maybe you're a huge empath, Scorpio, and you're picking up on other people's energies and it's causing this. Maybe you already have a little bit of this in you and you're picking up on other stuff and it's magnifying the Nine of Swords. Okay. But you are really worried about something. You really need to have some sort of... You got to clear this out. This is a huge thing you got to clear. I channeled the Nine of Swords, okay? That's got to go. And if people are stressing you out, you got to do something about that. You can not allow these people's energies to affect yours, Scorpio. And if it is about your mission, look, it's... God's got you with this. Yeah, see, there's recovery here. There's like some illness, mental illness. Oh my gosh. Why does the Strength card want to leave my altar? Oh, I know I touched it, but... Yeah, there's somebody... There's an illness here or something. For someone, okay? Somebody feels debilitated is what I just heard. Apparently this stress is wreaking havoc on you, some of you Scorpios. And it's making you feel really weak. That's why you got to really do something to raise your vibration to help you feel more renewed and at peace here. You got to purge out a lot of this stuff, whatever's causing the Nine of Swords here, Scorpio. Yeah, some of you got to do some water therapy, go to the spa, sea salt baths. You really got to start taking better care of your health here, Scorpio. And then we have the King of Swords at the bottom. Maybe there's a legal matter that is really stressing you out. You're worried about something. For some of you, this has to do with a court, a legal matter. I'm hearing it's going to work out in your favor because this guy does represent justice. This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have Aquarius energy here twice. This could also be, you might be dealing with somebody who's a little bit rigid, who is a little bit stoic, who is a little bit controlling, maybe. Authoritarian, maybe it's a father figure. Somebody who's a teacher who works in communication, somebody who's a writer, I don't know. Or maybe this is what you're aspiring to do. Yeah, something with technology, perhaps, because we have air energy here. Aquarius is a technology. So whatever this is, Scorpio, it's stressing you out. Again, it could be your life's purpose. You could be dealing with somebody who was like this, who doesn't express their emotions, who's very logical. Very logical. This person could be all logic and no heart when he's not balanced, okay? Could be very detached. All right. This could even be some of you need to detach yourselves from this Nine of Swords energy and start working towards your healing, your recovery. Some of you are literally not feeling well at all. All right. You got to work towards releasing this stuff. And if you're dealing with somebody who's like this, you probably have to cut this person out too. If this is talking about your mission here, don't worry about that. Even if other people are saying, you know, you're going to do what now, or your family is telling you not to do it, or other people telling you not to do it, don't worry about that. I talked about doctor, right? Being a doctor. This is also a lawyer, so maybe I was feeling that, doctor or a lawyer, and I said doctor instead. Some of you are being asked to follow the family footsteps with these types of careers, perhaps. But then you want to have a career as a writer or a publisher. You want to write books. You want to do something with communications. You want to do something with technology. Whatever this is, Scorpio, I channel a lot, okay? Either way, or if it's a legal matter, like I said, you have to do things to clear this out. There's no need to worry. We were not designed to be in Nine of Swords, okay? And be all up in our head. There could be like a lot of air energy here. A lot of your mind, it's wreaking havoc on your body here, Scorpio. We have to let that go. Especially if you're dealing with some masculine energy, someone who's like very authoritarian and controlling. It's just like they don't really give emotions, or they could be temperamental. Something you gotta release. You cannot allow that person to affect your energies. What's interesting here is they had me pick it up. Look what's behind it. It's Five of Pentacles. Lack mentality, scarcity mindset. You're afraid of losing money. You're afraid there's some financial hardship going on here. Maybe if it's a legal matter, you're afraid like you don't have the money for the court costs, or you're afraid you're going to lose money, or maybe you're being taken to court because you can't pay bills, you can't pay mortgage, something, rent, whatever this is. I mean, look, the Ace of Wands is behind it, okay? Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be an offer here. It's going to work out in your favor, like I said. Somebody's worried about some sort of money issue, legal thing, I don't know, or you're worried that your life's purpose is it's not going to be fruitful, that it's not going to bring in money. Don't think that, because lack attracts lack. I talked about that. What's at the top here? Look, I said Two of Cups. It's no wonder I said Two of Cups. For some of you, this has to do with a relationship or a marriage. Okay? You got to do what's right for you. Especially if you're doing somebody who's just like, it's all logic. Like, where's the heart here? This guy tends to have his way or the highway. everything has to be like written down. Everything has to be according to the book, according to plan. That's a shadow side of this guy, okay? Maybe you, Scorpio, need to speak your mind with integrity and clarity and confidence. Maybe you need to say something to somebody. But yeah, I talked about like-minded people, right? Harmonious relationships. Some of you need to find more harmonious relationships. And if you are in a relationship where that doesn't exist, well, then it's not a divine one. I have to say it. Let's see why the Strength card is here. Why is the Strength card here? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. Please and thank you. I peeked at the Knight of Swords there. Look, Two of Swords. There's red flags here. You have to really be paying attention to what your intuition is telling you with this situation, Scorpio. Some of you are refusing to face reality. You know that a situation you're in is not for your highest good. It's not healthy. It's for some of you, it is literally affecting your physical health. Okay? Especially if you're dealing with somebody who's affecting your physical health. You're going to have to do something about it. Because when you, so I talked about recovery, right? Strength card, that could also talk about weakness here. Now, if this has to do with health, Scorpio, if you don't choose you, you're not choosing God, because God gave you this vessel in which your soul resides. You are ultimately responsible for your happiness and well-being. You're ultimately responsible for taking care of your body. If you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of other people. And, you know, I said that we were not designed to live in large amounts of stress, worry, and anxiety. We're all supposed to be at peace. That makes us feel more fulfilled. It raises our vibration. That's where the true bliss and happiness come from. It doesn't make sense to be completely ill and being like, I can't do this anymore, and maybe you're passing out a lot, or you have to sleep more, or you're having, I've heard, vertigo, or you have dizzy spells or something like that. God doesn't want us to be feeling like that, period. So if that's you, Scorpio, it's time for you to take action on something. The Knight of Wands, you better build up that courage and confidence. Either you need to tell somebody your peace of mind, especially if somebody is causing you to feel sick or causing you to feel weak or something, because maybe you're doing too much of something. Again, with the Three of Pentacles there, maybe somebody's not committing to their holding up their end of the bargain, or they're not helping out. There's no teamwork there. With a project, or if you're married, there's no equal give and take. There's no collaboration here. Somebody ends up doing everything. That's not harmonious, okay? And if you're in a marriage, Scorpio, there has to be teamwork. God did not say that one person was supposed to do everything. Look, I picked up the Three of Pentacles. Look what's behind it. It's the Justice card. For some of you, it's a legal matter. For some of you, this is dealing with a divorce. You're either contemplating divorce, or you're getting divorced, or I don't know what. You're worried about money. You're worried about something. Somebody here is up to their eyeballs in worry and stress and anxiety. And if you're in the middle of a legal matter here, there's something you need to learn here. You really have to face the truth. But what I'm hearing again is that it's going to work out in your favor. but you have to have that optimism here. So yeah, there's something you're refusing to see. You're afraid to see something. You're afraid to face reality, afraid to face the truth. You have options. You're afraid to make a decision. You have options, Scorpio. There's no one way or the highway. God always gives us options. There is a way out. You feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You are fearful of making a decision when your gut already knows the decision to make. You have to be confident in whatever your gut is telling you. You have to believe your intuition. You got to get out of your mind. There's a lot of mental activity going on here, Scorpio. Do not be afraid of making that decision. All right? You have to stop avoiding the truth. Some of you are afraid of speaking up. You're withholding information. I talked about that, I believe. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. That's the energy of the Knight of Swords. Stay in your power. If you need to communicate something with somebody, stay in your power, okay? God's with you through this. And again, if this has to do with you following your mission here, you do what makes you happy. Again, you are ultimately responsible for your happiness and your well-being. God will bless you with that, but God's expecting you to make a decision here, to take action on making a decision, not giving into that fear and taking that risk. Okay? Two of Pentacles. Going back and forth. You got to stick to what it is that you're going to do and do it, Scorpio. No more being wishy-washy. You already know what it is you need to do, and you guys are pretty intuitive, so get out of that scattered brain here. You're feeling overwhelmed, like I said. Even though I said Nine of Wands in the reverse, this is feeling overwhelmed. You're juggling too many things. Somebody here is doing too much, and somebody else is not doing enough. And it's causing a tremendous amount of stress for you. You have to focus on your well-being, Scorpio. It causes, this stress is causing you a lot of illnesses, maybe. Yeah, you seriously need to focus on some serious healing. Feeling renewed, because some of you feel like spent and overworked and overwhelmed, like I said. God did not intend for us to live that way, Scorpio, not at all. Not at all. Maybe you feel disorganized, you're dropping the ball with certain things, and somebody's getting on you for that. But if you're doing everything, Scorpio, how is that fair? How is that fair? You really need to make that decision. You're not stuck. Poor choices are being made, or you're overcommitting yourself. You're putting yourself on the back burner. You're not prioritizing your health here for some of you. You're not prioritizing what it is that you really want to do with your life. You are more important than anyone else. Even when you have children, and I have a son. But if I don't take care of myself, I cannot take care of my son. If I don't take care of myself, I cannot do the work that I do, because this expends a lot of energy, especially with this reading, because I feel it's very heavy. And I have to be in my power and be high vibrational enough and be healthy enough to be able to do these readings to help others. God is expecting us to make sure that we take care of ourselves first and foremost, and then we can take care of others. But it's a matter of not having those other people become so codependent on us to the point where they don't want to do anything. That becomes a problem. We're all responsible for our well-being, our lives, our actions, what we do, not anybody else. And we cannot take responsibility for other people's things either, unless you've got like an infant and stuff like that. But you guys know where I'm coming from, because that's an exception. Or there's a parent who's like very, very, very sick and, you know, they need some assistance. That's different. But I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So somebody's got to stop doing everything, stop juggling everything, stop overcommitting. Juggling way too much stuff, and you have to make a decision. You know what it is, Scorpio. You know very well what it is. God keeps telling you. I just heard, I keep telling Scorpio to do this, and Scorpio is still afraid of making that choice. For what reason? If your health is at stake here with whatever the situation is, Scorpio, this choice that you're afraid to make is going to help you to heal and to recover. Let's see what guidance you have for this week. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian series. Please reveal to us for our highest good. What guidance do we have for Scorpio for this week? Yeah, Scorpio, you can't avoid this decision any longer. It's really affecting your health, your well-being, for some of you. If this has to do with your mission work, what you want to do for your career, don't be afraid to take that leap of faith, to take that risk. Use loving strength and discernment. We have strength again. I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant. Book of Galatians, chapter 1, verse 10. If you feel compelled or drawn to read this Bible verse, Scorpio, Spirit is highly recommended that you do so. Pleasing people is an issue for some of you. Wow, nobody's gotten this card yet. Bathe in divinity. His coming is as brilliant as the sunrise. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 3, verse 4. The bottom of the deck is, it's time to be adventurous in play. The flowers are springing up, the season of singing birds has come, and the cooing of turtle doves fills the air. Book of the Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 12. Some of you need to have a lot more fun in your life. I will go ahead and read the book. Use loving strength and discernment. Although you're a kind and generous person, Scorpio, you also need to practice having healthy boundaries. The key here is love. Wisdom is knowing instinctively when saying no or yes is the loving choice. In life, we often feel torn between doing what others want us to do and doing what we know is right for us. We all have the ability to be discerning, but it takes great strength to deploy this skill, especially when others are pressuring us. Perhaps in childhood we experienced peer pressure that sent us in an undesirable direction. From these experiences, we can learn to make better choices in the future. Praying for loving discernment is a good start. When we allow the wisdom of God to enter our hearts, we find the inner strength to use discernment for the highest good of all. We also find it easier to create and maintain healthy boundaries. Bathe in divinity. Yep, see, setting those boundaries. You can't do it all, Scorpio, or you have to do what's right for you. Bathe in divinity. You have options in the ways that you deal with stress and worry. Wow. It says it right there, guys. You have the power to bathe yourself in the pure energy of God's love by choosing to spend time in prayer, reading the word, and in the company of others who love God. Choose the relationships and situations where you feel most at home, peaceful with yourself and others. Recall the influence that other children had upon your choices in childhood. Did your circle of friends encourage you in positive ways, or did they pressure and influence you to go in destructive directions? Even in adulthood, we must still guard against unhealthy peer pressure. Yeah, peer pressure apparently is involved in this. You bask in the reflection of God's life and love in your own heart and in the hearts of believers who are with you. Just as you choose to eat foods and nourish your health, so too are you guided to carefully choose your work and living environments. God will help you make changes in these situations if you will pray for his help and follow his guidance. Using discernment about where and with whom you spend your time is a part of self-care. Notice how you react when you are in various situations. If a certain place, relationship, or recurring pattern is draining your joy or energy, it's time to pray about whether a change is needed. Oh my God. You can't make this up, you guys. You just can't. Somebody is robbing you of your joy. Nope. Joy is love and light. Joy is God. This is not. That is low vibe. That is like darkness right here. Dark thoughts, okay? No, we don't want this. We don't want this. Okay, they want me to read the bottom of the book, the bottom of the book, the bottom of the deck. It's time to be adventurous and play. In the realm of children, anything and everything is possible. Adventures and fun are around every corner. Is it time for an adventure? New experiences keep us young and help our minds and bodies stay active. A youthful spirit can be found at any physical age. We're never too old to play. Sometimes having fun is the best way to be responsible. With a childlike sense of freedom, our sense of innocence and fun is renewed. When we give our burdens to God, we feel a new lightness of being. We feel safe, secure, and loved. We find that there's always something to smile about, a blessing in everything. Even in our challenges, pray for playtime, dear one, and lighten your load. I told you have more fun, Scorpio. Scorpio. And I talked about sea salt bath. Somebody needs to take sea salt bath or go somewhere to a spa or something. That's for somebody here. They wanted me to say something else. I was talking about having choices. Yeah, I already talked about that. What was it, Spirit? Oh, it escaped me. It escaped me. That's what happens when you're in super channel mode. All right, let's see, Scorpio, what the new moon in Aquarius is bringing you. Again, this happens on January 31st or February 1st, depending on where you live in the world. Obviously. All right, let's see what the new moon in Aquarius is bringing you. It's a Mario. I can't believe I did that. All right. What is the new moon in Aquarius bringing our lovely Scorpios? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Okay, last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. Let me put these here, put that there. Bottom of the deck is last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. I will read both because they always want me to read all the cards. Last quarter, so we have two last quarter moon cards. Let's do Capricorn. See, that's why I said Capricorn, maybe, but there's something about, there's a Capricorn stressing you out, or Aquarius, or both. Maybe they're your kids, I don't know. But see, There's no joke. A Capricorn card came out. Anyway, something is standing between what you want and how you can get it. That's okay. Now you know it's there. You can do something about it. You just need to be strategic. It's wonderful to go for things with a childlike, carefree attitude, but drawing this card suggests that you need a proper plan as well. Leave the past behind. You may need to move through and clear criticism someone has made of you, which has somehow burned itself into your brain. You have work to do. The moon has a bright, shining energy, but a reserved pressure is piling on. The great thing about knowing what stands between you and your goal is that you can do something about it. Your manifestation affirmation is the only way out is through. I said there is a way out. I said it. The last quarter moon in Aries. Let's see what that says. Work through your feelings. Someone has had their feelings hurt. Maybe it's you. Deal with this upset especially, but not only if it's on the home front. Whatever is going on right now will go better if you take steps to make sure that no one is feeling like they've been emotionally run over. If you feel like your feelings have been trampled on, it's time to work through them and clear them. Then you can move towards your goals. It's hard to manifest when hurt feelings are in the way. Relationships, especially with family and or the people you live with, are extra charged now. If someone is riding roughshod over your feelings, don't sulk. When someone upsets you, it's easy to wear your hurt like a badge of honor, but that merely perpetuates the situation. Your manifestation affirmation is, I now choose to release all my hurt, and so it is. Yep, there's something in the home or something like that. For some of you, not for all of you. Nip that in the bud, Scorpio. All right, let's see what's going on with your love situation. What is going on with love for Scorpio? Spirit guides and angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Wow. This makes sense. Not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, again, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. Either somebody's jealous of you, you're jealous of somebody else, but what I'm getting for majority of you, you don't feel like you're enough no matter what it is that you do. And you are frustrated in this relationship. I guess that's what all this stuff's talking about. But you got to do you, Scorpio. Somebody that King of Swords person may be the one making you feel like you're not enough, whether it's your father, your husband, your wife, whomever, your mother, all of the above. You're way more than enough, Scorpio. You always have been. And if you're frustrated in a relationship and people are making you feel like this, there's a decision you're going to have to make. If they continue to make you feel like this, it's time to go. I don't know what else to tell you. I went through the same thing. I was frustrated. I did everything that I could to make my marriage work out, and it wasn't working out. And then God said, Jess, you've done enough. You've done enough. He said to me, enough is enough, Jess. You have to leave. He doesn't call me Jess. He calls me my child, but same difference. Okay? This needs to come to an end. You got to stop self-sabotaging too. That has to stop. And if there's jealousy surrounding you, that has to stop too. Nip it in the bud. I said that. Put a nail in the coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. Growth, change, liberation, transition. You need to free yourself from this. Okay? Endings always bring new beginnings. And especially if there's something here, I picked it up with a legal matter or something like that. We saw the Justice card. If it's a divorce brings new beginnings. A divorce is not the end. And I think I said that at the beginning of this reading. I know I said it somewhere. This is a time for change and for growth. There's a better life for you here, and you know it. You're not feeling like this in a relationship, and you've done everything in your power, but this continues. You got to get yourself out of this mentality. And the people pleasing, that's got to stop. It's like for some of you, you feel validated when you do things for other people, even when people take advantage of you or they don't appreciate you. All right? Nope. We got to let that go. We got to stop with the conditional giving for some of you, okay? You're God's child, Scorpio. You're way more than enough. Remember that. Okay? You're frustrated in the relationship. Nothing's working out. Nobody wants to budge. They're a king of swords. End it. Close the lid. Put a nail in the coffin. All right? Do it out of love, though, because if you're going to be, resentful and belligerent and angry, that's going to backfire. It's not going to bring you the healing that you really need. Okay? All right, Scorpio, if you would like a personal reading with me, please check out the description box below for information on that, or hop on over to capellawellness.com. Check out my service suite there. If you would like more information about this reading, if you want a personal basis off what was done here, or you have any questions about this reading or about anything else, please feel free to send me an email. My email is in the description box below, or if you go to capellawellness.com, there are multiple ways to get in contact with me through my website, okay? I also want to mention that my guides wanted me to put in donation links in my description box so that I could have the equal give and take stuff there. So if you feel drawn to support this channel and the work that I do, by all means, feel free. If you feel led to make a donation, the information in that is in the description box, like I said, underneath the donation section. It's further down, and the information that I have there. Spirit, is there anything else? They're telling me something. They're emphasizing this, that this is going to be a big thing for you guys to do, leave the past behind. Okay, and this. That too. All right, okay, guys, like I said, anything you may need, feel free to reach out to me, okay? If you feel drawn to, that is. All right, Scorpio, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. Wish you the best today, and always I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.